In this video, I will be explaining this Wings of Redemption Iceberg chart, which I found on the subreddit r/wingsofmemes, but it recently got banned off of Reddit, so I don't know who created it. Sorry about that. If you don't know who he is, I've put a whole exposition down in the description below. And since you're down there, why not like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Also, in the 1 in a million chance that you're watching this, Jordie, I'm not a troll. If you want to refute anything on this chart, drop a comment below this video and I will pin it. With all that being said, this is the Wings of Redemption Iceberg Explained.
There's nobody in my family named Richard. I don't know where you guys get this from. Why do you guys keep saying Richard? Keep him.
After discovering documentation showing that someone had once lived at Jordie's address by the name of Richard, many began to suspect that Richard was his real name. This rumor was not true, but many trolls called Jordie Richard because it clearly upset him.
Yo, Richard, you got any of those pillies Kenny been begging? Well, he's trying to say my name's Richard, which it isn't. Mods, please ban anybody that calls me Richard too. I don't even like that, so just go ahead and ban them.
Why don't you like being called Richard, man?
Because it's not my name.
There have been variations of the Richard name, including Liquid Richard and Richard McCarty von Stein Jordan the V4th. Sam is another troll name given to Jordie, sometimes combined with Richard, but it is not as popular as the former.
The shittiest of all the troll channels that I've seen?
Yeah,
it's most likely Sean Rankland. Like he's the...
Sean Rankland is a YouTube user and currently one of the most popular troll channels with a subscriber count of almost 75,000 as of writing. The channel has dedicated 4 years to uploading highlight videos of Jordie, with the most popular one hitting nearly 3 million views. Because of their popularity, it has become a recurring joke to spam "Shoutout Sean Rankland" in Jordie's chats, even telling other players through private messages to verbally shout Sean out.
Some guy keeps texting me saying, "Shout out to Sean Rankland."
Shout out to Sean Rankland.
Sean Rankland, what's your listen?
Jordie has become adverse towards Rankland, often calling him a fatherless British kid with no job. Recently, Rankland has slowed down on uploading videos, citing their lack of interest in Jordie's streams.
I'm only going to talk, and it's only going to be civilized if you guys play clips like you're doing right.
Look here, look, listen is a phrase Jordie would say when he's trying to get attention from either his chat or to whoever he's speaking to. It gained notoriety after Sean Rankland uploaded a video highlighting a livestream where Jordie became enraged at his chat after they suggested that he appear offline to prevent further trolling in Call of Duty.
Appear offline doesn't work. I'm fucking offline. No, they're joining through recent players. Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
Many trolls have used the phrase to troll Jordie, constantly shouting it out loud in game to irritate him.
Hey, look here, listen. Outburst is almost 1 million views.
I'm looking here. I'm looking, listen, alright?
You see, wait, you're too scared.
One of your stream watchers texted me and said, "Can you ask Unlimited to look here, listen?"
Grandma, come here. They want to talk to you. They wanted to ask you how you're doing.
In his COD commentaries, Jordie talked about his childhood where he said that he was raised mainly by his grandparents because his parents had him when they were teenagers. To this day, Jordie has primarily lived in his mother's modular home with his grandma and mother. His grandma first appeared in his YouTube videos, referred to as Gangsta Grandma. She also appears on stream and helped Jordie with his personal needs many times, leading to some interesting moments.
There's my shit sticks.
Yeah, Grandma, I'm working.
There's my shit stick.
No, Grandma, I'm working.
One in here?
No. No. She brought me a bowl of soup. I'll eat it eventually. I don't like eating on stream, though.
One of the worst feelings I've ever had in my life. I mean, the only other feeling that I could even contemplate with that would be the time I was constipated and the turd went sideways on me. I had a really bad bout of constipation, and this was when I was on my diet in early 2011. I had my grandma give me a saline enema. I get on the toilet, and a saline enema like stimulates the muscles to actually make it come out. So I do it, it goes, and then that little piece, probably about this big, hits it, and turns like that and it spreads my butthole wide open. I fall off the toilet and I hit my head onto the wall. And I call out for my grandma. I'm like, you might have to take me to the hospital. But what we ended up doing is she ended up sticking her finger up my button and mashing the turd up.
Unfortunately, on October 3rd, 2020, Jordie revealed that his grandmother had passed away from complications with lung cancer. He was immediately met with criticism because he went live on Twitch a few hours after she had passed away, with trolls stating that Jordie was using his grandma's death for views. He later clarified that he livestreamed as a coping mechanism to talk about his feelings and thoughts about his grandma's passing.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of selfish when it comes to like death. Like, my sister called me today and she told me about it. And Braves were losing 4-1, so I was already in a bad mood at that point. But she goes, like, the nurse is supposed to be coming over to clarify it. And they're going to be removing the body. And, like, do you want to come over and see her one last time? I'm like, nah, man, I don't. I don't want to remember her in the shape she was in. And that, like, I already got to remember her from last week. Because I went to see her because they told me, like, she wasn't doing very well. And, like, I tried to just keep my mind busy. 2020. Bad year. Wouldn't recommend. 0 out of 10.
It is also known that Jordie did not attend his grandma's funeral, sparking further controversy within his community.
Oh, come on.
Shout out to Sean Ranklin, Lord of the Weed. Big up to Victor. Shout out to Zach B's Banquet and Keemstar. Most importantly, shout out to the homie Gustavo.
Highlight channels, or as Jordie calls them, troll channels, are YouTube channels that create montages from Jordie's streams, primarily showing Jordie getting angry at a troll or stating controversial opinions. These channels began popping up after Sean Ranklin's success, and even overshadowed Jordie's online presence. Simply looking up Wings of Redemption on YouTube reveals troll videos before any of Jordie's original content. As of writing, Wings 007 and Lummox A Hired Hoodlum are the most active troll channels, while Wing of the Hill, Fat Man, Gulag Kingpin, and Slobfather eventually stopped uploading. Lean experienced controversy because they monetized their videos and highlighted some positive aspects of Jordie's streams, such as showing a high kill-death ratio. Lean would later work with Kiwi Farm's founder Noel to infiltrate a troll Discord server and hire people to dox every member, leading to the server to be wiped clean. Wings Tings was a notable troll channel for being called out during a swatting incident. In March 2018, Jordie uploaded a video titled, "So I Got Swatted."
Everybody hands! Keep your hands up! Don't let go! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! They're up, buddy!
After the police realized that they were being pranked, they asked him who would be responsible for the incident, leading Jordie to report Wings Tings. Wings Tings would then delete their channel after the swatting incident became trending. Xbottle would delete his channel after someone from his community would take the trolling a little too far. It all started when someone named Sparky hacked into Jordie's PlayStation Network account to get it banned, effectively blocking Jordie's ability to play games on his PS5. Sparky and Xbottle would then debate Jordie on the Discord server Ban World.
Where's the homeboy at?
Sparky?
Yep.
I can make a group for us.
Bring him into this one.
Yo,
There he is.
CWW.
Like, why are you doing all this stuff to me? Like,
Dude, you're blaming me for everything. Like,
because you are doing most of it.
how do you know?
All right. How do you have access to an email only Sony sends you?
Do you have proof I have it?
Yes, I do. You put it
Send
up
it
in
to
you
me
put it
now.
up in CWW. Everybody points the finger to you.
So that's why it's me. So if everyone, so if I say it's
All the
Xbottle,
people that you
and
think are
everyone
your
says
friends-
it's Xbottle, is it?
No. They all point to you. I mean, I'm not going to show you all the proof because I'm trying to build an FBI case on you.
Yeah.
Because I need to get you extradited.
Yeah. Keep lying, Richard.
Lie all you want, dude. Like, you're literally fucking with my personal life.
The results of this debate caused most of Ban World to disapprove of Sparky's actions. Sparky would then dox Xbottle, causing them to delete Ban World and leave the trolling community.
Yeah, whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
You're tilted. You are tilted.
I'm not tilted, man. Dude, it's easy because I got to go to you every fucking time.
r/Wings of Memes was a subreddit that was made to, quote, shout out the trolls and to meme Richard Samuel McGravy Jordan III, end quote. It was a subreddit where people made memes of Jordie and typed out their frustrations against him. The iceberg came from this subreddit, but there isn't much known about it since it recently got banned, and the Wayback Machine didn't really capture a whole lot.
There's not a racist bone in my body. I'm not racist. I don't understand why people I fucking hate, man.
It's been a recurring allegation that Jordie is a racist, where troll channels have compiled moments of Jordie using the N-word nonchalantly and discriminating against black people.
Fuck that. Oh my lord, I hate him. I hate him. I am a racist to a point. Fucking. Why can't she just go marry an 8-foot tall worth $100 million like a basketball player if she's going to fuck some?
Black people don't tip. And during my period as a delivery driver, I started hating black people more and more. Till that.
Jordie has attempted to defend himself, claiming that the videos were taken out of context or were from a long time ago, as he's changed as a person.
Oh, they basically took 13 years worth of content and compressed it to 3 minutes of every time I've ever said something borderline racist. 80% of it's taken out of context. One of the sayings is just me reading verbatim what Only Use Me Blade said. Another was me talking about how I prefer an upfront racist to a subliminal bigot. Like I said, I'm not smelling my hand either. I touch my nose all the time because it's a twitch. I'm not smelling it.
Jordie has demonstrated a habit of sniffing his fingers throughout his streams, which drew attention from trolls as another way to make fun of him.
Them, so it's not even us, it's a...
Yes, I'm not mad. Alright, ban Raiden Rotari. Consequences have actions, pimp.
Pimp is a term Jordie uses to refer to someone, usually a chatter or a subscriber. He uses pimp in a similar way someone would use buddy or dude.
Cheese Johnson 69, what were you doing over there? You should have been watching the flank, dude. Come on. Fuck.
Who the fuck is this clown?
Webby is a prolific stream sniper who has constantly trolled Jordie in most Call of Duty matches. Webby is recognized for being featured prominently in Sean Ranklin's World War II highlight.
Webby, fucking leave, dude!
Webby can still be found in some of the streams, much to the dismay of Jordie.
So basically, Webby is like a retarded version of Scrambler. Like if you had like a small special needs child following you around on a map, acting as a. My sugar's low. Somebody drank all my Pepsis. I gotta drink diet fucking Pepsi.
Jordie has a tendency to eat on stream, and it's become a meme that he likes to eat banquet meals and Wendy's chili, along with a nice ice-cold can of Pepsi.
I don't drink Pepsi. If I'm gonna drink a soda, I'll drink Coke over Pepsi. 1 Wendy's chili. 2 Wendy's chilies.
But then he started eating his banquet meal, and that perked us right back up because he chews like a dog. Just it became a trend in the comment box that was like, "What, bro? Chew." We would count the chews. He would go chew, chew, swallow, and then when he was done with it, he starts scraping up all the gravy.
Big booty or big boobies? Why not both? Pussycat, where are you?
These 4 names refer to Jordie's pets. Grayson was a cat that he adopted after Rocco, because he said he wanted to give Rocco a friend. Daisy is a dog inherited from his grandma, because she said she couldn't take care of it anymore. Jordie at first refused because he believed the dog would be annoying and challenging to take care of. However, his grandma convinced him otherwise. Rocco refers to Jordie's first cat, and this cat is notable because it actually ran away from home for a little while.
No, I didn't find Rocco. I currently have a shirt that I wore outside. I have his litter box. I have wet food, dry food, and milk, and kitty treats sitting in front of the Ring camera. No, I haven't found Rocco yet. I don't really want to talk about that. Let's take...
Jordie eventually recovered Rocco back into his home. Bucket was a name suggested by trolls after Jordie thought about renaming Rocco when he first adopted him. This name references a story where Jordie talked about playing with a cat in the past.
I was bored, so I was outside, I was shooting basketball, and this cat comes along. We had these 5-gallon buckets, and I'm basically trying to instill dominance over the kittens in our yard. So I took a 5-gallon bucket, and I was like, bloop, and I basically I left the bucket on top of him because the cat couldn't move the bucket, and he ended up dying under there. So it was like 5 or 6 years before I moved that bucket again.
Xbox dance.
Shalene and Brandy are Jordie's former girlfriends. Shalene entered Jordie's life during the peak of his Call of Duty commentary career through her dating site. She was already a mother of 2 before moving into Jordie's residence, with Jordie taking a fatherly role for her kids. He would also financially support all 3 of them, as Shalene did not have a job. However, Jordie would update his audience about his relationship with Shalene later on.
For those of you who know, I've been dating a girl named Shalene for about a year now, and today I kind of decided for a huge life change. I actually asked her to move out of the house again. I kind of made some bad decisions in my life, and a lot of it was influenced, from her being there and trying to keep her happy. And it's got me in a really bad financial situation, and I needed time to basically get my life back together.
In August 2012, Jordie would meet his next girlfriend, Brandy, through a dating site. However, Jordie decided not to feature her on screen as prominently as Shalene. Later on, Jordie revealed that Brandy had left him for another person, which deepened his depression. This announcement caused trolls to spread rumors about Brandy leaving Jordie for a black man, causing trolls to begin spamming "Brandy got blacked."
Chili Banquet Brandy blacked. Shout out X Bottle.
Y'all, I gained 2 pounds this week. You know why? Because I freaking fell in love with the Reese's Easter eggs.
You didn't gain 2 pounds.
So I gained 2 pounds. Oops.
Kelly is currently Jordie's wife, and they got married around September 2020. Immediately after the news of the marriage came out, trolls began to accuse Jordie of abusing his wife. Of course, Jordie would deny this notion. However, in March 2021, Sean Franklin would upload a video highlighting a Dark Souls stream where Jordie would ignore his wife after she tried to talk to him.
You gonna get off at 12 still?
No,
Why?
it's not. What are you looking at me for?
What's going on?
Nothing.
I want to talk to you.
We'll talk when I'm done streaming.
Will you please talk?
Please stop.
I'm good with you shutting me out.
Alright guys, I gotta end the stream.
This video has led to more backlash and trolling towards Jordie. The day after the stream, however, trolls would leak messages between Kelly and Jordie's stream mods, implying that she was cheating on him. Since this event is an entry found later on in the iceberg, it will be discussed soon.
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it.
Wow, that was anger.
Yeah, dude, let's keep going. Here's the second one. Though? Yogurt Giggle.
PainKiller Already, commonly abbreviated as PKA, is a podcast that started in April 2010 by Jordie, WoodysGamertag, and FPSKyle. It would consist of an unedited recording of the 3 on a video call, usually with a guest, where they would talk about various topics. Because of how big the 3 hosts were, PKA would grow in popularity exponentially and gave Jordie additional financial support. In 2013, Kyle arranged a boot camp at his house to help Jordie lose weight for 1 month, for which Jordie agreed to join.
Look, man, come to my house. We'll do a fucking month-long boot camp. We'll get the fans behind it. We'll do a Kickstarter to get you like fitness gear, supplies. We'll film the entire thing. We'll make posters. We'll make coffee mugs. We'll get like a big viewership. Not only will this revive your body, it'll revive your YouTube channel. I sort of half-heartedly meant it. I didn't really expect him to ever say yes because of all the things that we told you so far. You know, he doesn't get out of his bubble too much. And then The man said yes. And so that night I was taking a shower in my shower after the show, and I was washing my hair, and I bumped my elbow on the shower wall, and I was like, God, the shower is a little narrow. And then it occurred to me, Wings of Redemption could not fit into my shower. So construction began the next day on a $5,000 shower.
After the boot camp ended, Jordie had lost 40 pounds, 18 kilograms. However, he would soon gain the weight back after the boot camp. During the boot camp, Kyle would experience some struggles with living with Wings.
Living with him outside of the workout was one of the worst months of my life, because Wings lives within his own bubble. He doesn't socialize, and so he doesn't curtail himself to social norms. Right away, myself, my roommate Kitty, and my girlfriend were in my kitchen, and the bathroom is visible from the kitchen. And we hear this noise of water flowing into more water. And we all look up ponderously, and the bathroom door is agape, and Wings is pissing. And we can see most of him. I couldn't see the penis, nor could he. But he was pissing. And we all we were all just in shock. And finally my roommate Kitty yelled, "Close the goddamn door! You're pissing with the door open!" She's British, if you can't tell. And we all just bust out laughing. Like, can you believe that? He's like, what? What's the big deal? You know, just taking a piss. And not like I was shitting.
Strong point.
Shitting. When I put him on the FPSKyle diet, which is a lot of salads and grilled chicken, basically, he didn't shit for a week. like what? Are we gonna blow this man's asshole out? So we're getting him these chia seed drinks from the grocery store, which are supposed to aid in passing, you know, making you regular, making you poop. And finally, like 7 or 8 days in, I mean, I had to replace the toilet, not because anything was wrong with it, but just out of principle. After he left.
Later on, Woody and Kyle decided to go on a survival trip where they would only bring the bare essential supplies, and invited Jordie to come along. At first, he was enthusiastic about the trip, uploading videos on his channel displaying his survival skills. While on his way to the campsite, Kyle would call Jordie to ask if he had begun driving there.
I'm driving in the night before, and I think to myself, hey, let me give old Wings a call, make sure we're all good to go here, you know, because it's Wings. Call him up, say, hey man, you ready to do this thing? I'm driving in now, about 3 hours from the place. What are you up to? You know, you could if you left right now, you'd be here around 11, and you know, you could share this motel room with me. I could get a room with 2 beds or something. He's like, I'm not going. What? What do you mean? I'm not coming. When were you going to tell me? I'm telling you right now. What the? So I call. I text Woody. I'm like, he's not fucking going. He's not fucking going. And so Woody gets on the phone with him. Woody tries to talk, and I'm thinking like Woody's going to talk him into this. I'm still driving with this idea. Woody will talk him into this. Woody's a great motivational speaker when he needs to be, and I'm sure Woody was filling him with
compilations of me telling Wings, like, you know, if you want to be an extraordinary person, you have to do extraordinary things.
Be a winner, not a loser. Be a doer, not a don'ter. You know,
Very Henry Rollins-esque, yeah.
Yeah, this sort of talk, you know, and he just doesn't fucking come. He just doesn't fucking come. And it's now it's just me and Woody in the woods. Now it's just kind of weird.
It got gay.
It got gay.
This became the last straw for Kyle and Woody because the episode that aired after the trip did not feature Jordie. The host also clarified that Jordie would not return in future episodes.
Yeah, so we've decided, it was a group decision, we decided that Wings of Redemption wasn't going to continue with us on the show for at least the foreseeable future. He's got a lot of stuff that he needs to work out before he's, you know, up to par with what we need from him. You know, he's having a hard time, and he's made some decisions that we didn't feel were so friendly. So for the time being, we're gonna continue without him. We have not replaced him.
1 month after Jordie was kicked off, he would accuse Woody and Kyle of not being true friends and for not being paid for his time on PKA on Twitter. He would also claim that Kyle did not help him in the boot camp besides initially setting it up. These allegations would be addressed by Woody in his Feedback Friday videos, where he also shed some light on why Wings was kicked out of PKA.
The core of it is he says like these guys were that the PKA crew were never friends to him, that we never called him, we didn't share, you know, the money with him and things like that, and that frustrates me because it's a lie. And that's kind of why he's gone, because it was this constant backstabbing, this constant taking shots at him. Every time he fell into some sort of slump or got grumpy or whatever, he would lash out at all the people that were close to him. I'll tell you, the reason I didn't make Wings of Redemption's desk for him was because that at the time, he was giving search engine optimization tips to people that were attacking my son. When obviously Jesus he said that he was going to rape my daughter, rape my wife after he kicked my ass, and he called Colin retarded 100 times. And Wings donated money to that guy because he thought it would make him look good. Like, the list is long, man. Oh, remember Wings went on Keemstar's podcast and said that we never gave him any of the money from the show. Why would he say that? I have taken so much undeserved shit for stuff like that. And now if you follow him, he says he just lost a third of his income. Right. To say that we were never his friends is not fair. We would do so much for him. We tried to help him so often. You know, I felt like I would be good to him, and then that wasn't reciprocated again and again and again. So,
Old PKA clips would become the primary source of Jordie's controversial statements and positions. Jordie attempted to distance himself from these statements by claiming he was playing a character or dialing up the edginess for views.
You know, hurting myself would have shut down this thing. No, this is going to be the year. I'm no longer going to be fat after 2014. And that's the promise I made to myself.
In 2018, Jordie would begin to express his desire to receive weight loss surgery. He believed that the only way he could lose weight was through bariatric surgery. He would then post a $25,000 donation goal for his viewers so he can pay for it. It would be met in 5 months. Jordie had a choice between going to an American doctor or getting the surgery in Mexico. However, he would learn that the American doctor would require him to get his body weight to 400 pounds or roughly 180 kilograms before he can get the surgery. Jordie would decide to opt for the surgery in Mexico. Even though Jordie has occasionally shared his weight to his audience, viewers were unsure of what Jordie's true weight was due to his history of making up stories. In this instance, he claims that he's 460 pounds, a little under 210 kilograms. Despite having the money to pay for the surgery thanks to his viewers, he would continuously postpone getting the surgery due to his anxiety.
They made another post trying to say I'm a fucking liar on the PKA subreddit because I'm constantly unhappy, dude. Imagine waking up every day of your life, barely able to walk, and all you do is get picked on and criticized. That's my life. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I hate my fucking life at this point. I really do. It ain't about getting a motherfucking surgery, dude. There's a lot more things to it. Not to mention, I'm scared to fucking death of the surgery. I'm scared of it. Who do I get to talk to about it? Nobody. Because if I talk about anything, on everything, there's a video made about it, and there's 20,000 people laughing at me. Or there's a podcast with 100,000 viewers making fun of me, calling me a fucking idiot. What is there? It's like, seriously, what is there? What do I do this for a privilege for? Like, seriously, about a privilege to fucking sleep all goddamn day, play the same fucking games over and over and over again, to feel like shit, to realize nobody's ever gonna fucking love me? Like, what is the privilege that I fucking get? Why am I afraid of the surgery? Okay, well, first off, I might lose my teeth. That's number one. Number two, I might develop anemia, so I'll be freezing and having weak spells for the rest of my life. That's a possibility. That's number two. Could die during the surgery. That's a possibility too. I could scar wrong and struggle eating even food that I do get to eat. That's number four. I mean, I'm gonna have dehydration bouts. I won't be able to go to the hospital because I don't have insurance. I could need my gallbladder removed, and that's another surgery that costs tens of thousands of dollars that I won't be able to get without going into debt. What else is there? I could develop a disease where I eat the lining of my throat out from vomiting too much because of overeating. I got to change the way I drink water, eat, and everything else the rest of my life. I got to lose 40 pounds within a fucking month. I have no...
In June 2018, Jordie would upload pictures of himself at the Mexico clinic on his Twitter. He would soon return home and immediately question his choice.
I wanted my life to be so much different after the surgery, and it's not really. It's not. Like, I just text just like 20 minutes ago and canceled the plans I had for today because I'm going to have to stream again today to try to keep my subs up. And, you know, like, I'm stuck in the same routine again where it's like I'm fucking here. And like right now, like I'm so sick of sitting in chairs. That's the reason I bought this chair today on a whim. Like I'm so sick of like my body hurting for sitting in chairs because I'm so big. And like I want to lose weight faster than I'm losing weight right now. And I'm not doing everything I could be doing to help that alone. Like I'm not.
Throughout 2019, Jordie had visibly lost some weight, and the antidepressants he had been prescribed made him react to trolling less aggressively. However, as of now, it seems that Jordie may have gained some of his weight back because he has gotten off track diet-wise, eating fast food and drinking soda on stream. Trolls have even sent fast food deliveries to Jordie's residence in an effort to make him gain weight. They also began spamming "congrats on beating the surgery" in his chat and donations.
Congrats, Jordie! Beating the surgery.
Congrats, Jordie, for the beating of the surgery, pimp. I'm proud of you. You did great.
Fucking Richie, mate. Congrats, mate. So fucking keen that you have beat the fucking weight loss surgery. What a fucking legend. You, sir, are a mad cunt. Big ups.
Jordie believed that the surgery would be the silver bullet that would solve all of his life issues such as his weight and career choice. However, he has learned that without discipline, the efforts have now gone in vain.
Like there's nothing to take money off the truck. It all just adds to it. Like how he changed the budget to $60,000? All right, $60,000. Now we're talking about shit.
Jordie is very into trucks, always customizing the F-150 Raptor he wants on stream.
It's got a Roush engine. That's what you don't understand. This F-150's got a Roush racing engine in it. Hell, it's worth more now than what I paid. Look at this man's riding. Look at the odometer. Woody and I are both looking at the odometer, the gauges on this thing. They're like glowing green. The leather seats, the chrome railings and step bars, the nice wheels and tires. It's immaculate. It smells good. It's beautiful. He bought a new one a couple months later.
The first one wasn't comfy enough.
Jordie is also a fan of Mustangs. He bought a 2014 V6 Mustang with leftover donation money for weight loss surgery because he chose to get the vertical sleeve gastronomy in Mexico, costing less than the American surgery. Of course, the purchase of the Mustang has caused controversy within his community. In November 2019, Sean Ranklin uploaded a video highlighting a live stream where Jordie showcased a new 2017 4-cylinder EcoBoost Ford Mustang after trading in his 2014 Mustang and getting a car loan despite having bad credit.
The only reason I stream Call of Duty is when I'm at the point where I need subscribers. I don't play this game for fun. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty.
I'm sure most of you know what Call of Duty is, but concerning Jordie, Call of Duty basically started his internet career. Jordie started out as a COD commentary channel in the early 2010s and quickly rose in popularity. He was even popular enough to launch other people's channels by just featuring their content on his. However, Call of Duty would soon turn on him. In 2011, during a PKA show, Jordie would insult Syndicate on who is the better player, believing Syndicate, one of the best zombies players, can't be skillful in multiplayer deathmatch. This argument reached an apex when Woody suggested that Jordie and Syndicate play a 1v1 deathmatch. The match was hyped up enormously and was viewed by many. While Jordie was winning early on, the game fell into Syndicate's favor.
Good lord.
Syndicate up 8-4.
Is he still sitting over there, just crouching?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you where he is.
Look here, let me. Why don't you go and make a comment that there's not been a shot fired in almost 2 minutes because Syndicate's laying on his belly somewhere. Dude, he's just fucking hiding. Look, I'm looking at the fucking map right now. Where's he at?
Realizing he had no chance of winning, Jordie would rage quit and become angry at Woody and Syndicate.
Wings, are you in the game?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Yeah, keep fucking laughing, you fucking
Oh, Wings, I've been really
No, don't fucking suck. Fucking shit. Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
It was your idea.
No, I didn't say stream it.
This match would have had a minor impact on Jordie's career, but it would cement itself as the beginning of his downfall because of how he behaved afterwards. The day after the duel, Greek billionaire Alki David, who had previously hosted Call of Duty tournaments, offered a $5,000 reward to the rematch winner. However, Syndicate would later post screenshots of Skype DMs where Jordie wanted Syndicate to throw the match convincingly to get a split of the reward. Quote, "You get 3,000, I get 2,000, but I have to come out on top. Sound like a good deal or want no part of it?" Syndicate would deny, causing Jordie to become desperate. "I need this kind of money. I don't make $2,500 a day. I got a family to feed, so money is a big deal to me. You said you wanted to bury the hatchet. What better, we both make money and I beat you by like 1 kill in game 5. It's a $1,000 to lose a game you're not expected to win. I'd figured I'd offer it." Syndicate would promptly reply, "No way, Wings. You just blew it big style," and then left the conversation. This screenshot would lead to an increase in negative comments on Jordie's YouTube channel, referencing the now infamous match. He would upload more COD commentaries talking about himself and his personal issues to respond to these comments. Years later, Jordie would transition to live streaming on Twitch full-time and begrudgingly played Call of Duty because he believed it was the only game that would get him donations and views. Call of Duty would continue to ruin Jordie's career after his breakdown from getting trolled on Call of Duty World War II became Sean Ranklin's most viral highlight video, effectively beginning the full-scale trolling that Jordie experiences to this day. Despite all the negativity this game series has brought to Jordie, he still buys every entry that comes out and still plays live on stream to this day.
Unlimited weight. Big ups to Liquid Lexapro and DeFura Richardson Samuel McJordan III, the arch socialist of YouTube.
Wingisms refer to the vocabulary Jordie uses while talking to others. Some of these wingisms include look here, look listen, pimp, big ups, real talk, and variations of ban anyone who tries to give me advice. These wingisms have been used by trolls to mock Jordie by spamming them and including them in derogatory messages.
It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking cheating.
Lord, do you wanna
ban anybody who uses MNK in my chat room? Understand? Yeah. Mods, what are you doing?
We got.
Oh, come the fuck on. Where was he? Oh, come on. Oh my lord, dude. Holly, quit trying to fucking rush him, dude. Rock bottom. Anyway, what's up, pimps?
You're the best, man. Yoo-hoo chocolate drink. Buy any other beverage and you could be making a terrible mistake.
Yoo-hoo is a chocolate beverage consisting of water, high fructose corn syrup, cocoa, and whey. They were invented in 1928 and are manufactured by Keurig Dr. Pepper. The only reason I bring this up is because Jordie likes to drink Yoo-hoos. That's pretty much it.
Fuck you! Every force I be with your baby mama, she be spitting. When I slap her bitch ass, then tell her get back in the kitchen. Looking at
Liquid Richard is a musical artist that samples voice clips of Jordie to create songs that are, I'm not gonna lie, pretty straight bangers.
And everybody, shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker.
I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to ban world. Ban world. Ban world. Ban world. Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker.
It's tax season, and like most of the money I make right now is all going to taxes. I'm not in a tough spot money wise. Don't get that construed.
This is sort of a conspiracy theory that Jordie might actually be super wealthy. Much like how he said in the title card, he has said that he's not hard up for money and that he's doing door dashing and Twitch streaming to add extra money in the bank account. I couldn't find any evidence to confirm that Jordie is in fact rich. Jordie was making good money back then when he was a COD YouTuber. Kyle on PKA said that he used to make $10,000 a month, although I'm not sure there's much of that money left.
Bongo boy, da-doy. Hey, Bongo boy.
Bongo is Jordie's dog and has become the prime target against trolls who want to perpetuate the idea of Jordie being an animal abuser. Trolls started claiming that Bongo was being neglected by Jordie and even had animal protective services arrive at his house, although they concluded that nothing was going on.
Basically, I had an animal control police officer show up stating that they had a report that I was chaining a dog up and keeping it in a kennel. And the dog they had listed was Chevy, like a golden lab. And like, no, I don't have a lab. I have a mixed breed. And I went back and showed him Bongo, and I showed him Bailey, and I showed him the 2 cats and the condition they live in, what I feed them and stuff like that. And he gave me a paper stated that it was a false police report. Go ahead and ban the word Warzone from my chat, please. Ban the word Muslim, please. Ban everybody spamming that.
Ban world refers to many things. It started as a wingism Jordie would use when he banned someone from chat. For an example, he would say, "Welcome to ban world, buddy." The term ban world gained substantial popularity after Liquid Richard released an album titled after it. Ban world also refers to a troll Discord server started by several troll channels. It was recently deleted after Jordie joined the server to debate Sparky and Xbottle, an event mentioned earlier in the Iceberg.
Alright, so we're gonna do something. We're going into the Lion's Den today, guys.
Lion's Den is a name Jordie uses to call troll Discord servers. He has joined these servers' chat rooms from time to time to either ask him to take down certain videos or to argue about why they're trolling him.
Let's go get my ass beat on Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls has become a game Jordie would play on stream if he became bored with Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty. In May 2018, Sean Franklin would highlight a notable stream where Jordie would have a mental breakdown about the surgery. This was shown earlier in this video. Just a quick discretion, this name is being used to trick people into saying the N-word, just watching out for everyone. The name originates from a fake tweet where someone claimed that Bernie was a journalist from CNN who was executed by the Taliban in Afghanistan. This picture and name were also used to depict Jordie as a victim of the 2020 Beirut explosion.
You're talking about the Beirut blast. All right, so first of all, what someone did, and honestly, it's not cool that they did this. It really isn't. Look, you know, sometimes something's fucking inappropriate and you just laugh. That doesn't mean what's done is the right thing to do. I wish nobody had done this, but somebody put wings amongst the victims who were missing in the Beirut blast and gave them a false name.
All right, so here's the deal. Anybody asking for New Vegas from this point on will just be permanently banned.
Fallout New Vegas had become a hot topic within Jordie's streams. He had promised that if viewers were to donate a certain amount of money, he would play Fallout New Vegas. However, Jordie seemed to avoid playing the game, stating that he never said that a donation goal for New Vegas ever existed. He's even gotten to the point where he banned users in chat for mentioning New Vegas. In November 2021, Jordie would cave into the demands of his audience and play Fallout New Vegas.
What's up, homies?
I heard like a little kid.
That's Carlito.
Oh, hey Carlito.
Carlitos is a Rainbow Six Siege player that appeared in the Sean Franklin video titled Wings of Redemption Trolled and Rages at Child on Ranked Rainbow Six Siege. Despite being a kid, Carlitos easily trolled Jordie by complying with troll DMs, instructing him on shouting out Sean Franklin and team killing him.
Come on, man! This is your fucking friend.
Is he OBJ?
No, he just team killed me.
Come on, Carlito. Seriously, dude?
My shit, like, so it's,
You don't accidentally headshot somebody after walking into a room that you don't have no business going into at the time. Quit being a chump all your life, Carlitos.
Bruh, they're telling me to team kill you.
Yeah, so you do it.
I'm not.
You just did it. You just did it. Carlitos, look here. Stop reading your messages. Turn them off. Carlitos, dude, people fuck with me 24 hours a day. I don't need you in here fucking with me too, dude. This is supposed to be cool time. Oh my fucking lord! Stop, dude! Your boy's about to get. You better pick me up because he's gonna get kicked out of the game if you don't.
Bro, UAV should be thanking you.
Thanking you for what?
For giving your people some entertainment.
Motherfucker, go away. Like
We're still
seriously,
winning. Come on.
go
bro.
away, dude.
Bro, look here. Look, listen, bro. We need a ball.
No, I'm team killing you right the fuck now. I don't give a shit. I'm team killing you now.
Because of the popularity of this video, as it almost hit 1 million views, Carlitos has cemented himself as a pillar in the trolling community.
Gobsmacked by it. And we've all been kind of discussing it. And like we were talking about, like, should we even talk about this? Like, it's kind of fucked. But like, my point was, if we do talk about it,
Jordie's wife, Kelly, has become the target of cheating allegations after trolls leaked Discord DMs she sent to Jordie's stream mods. The messages were circulated online after the event where Jordie made Kelly cry on stream because he didn't want to talk to her about her medical results and chose to play Dark Souls instead. YouTube user Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger uploaded a video on April 2021 compiling all of the leaked messages between Kelly and the stream mods, showcasing her affection towards them and posting unflattering pictures of Jordie. This video also shows Jordie attempting to defuse the situation to his audience.
Joe Man and Crown demodded themselves because they're upset that I told my wife to leave the Discord because I got tired of them tattletelling to her. I told the other day that the next mod that complains to the wife
spawned in a fucking
about me on Discord, I was going to demod, and it was Brad.
Oh wow, you got spawned inside.
And I was going to go demod Brad, and she says like, you can keep Brad mod, I'll just leave. I'm like, alright, I made that agreement. Well, thank you for telling me, Crown Prince. Now I can ask her why she lied to me. They chose to be unmodded. I didn't unmod them. The fact is, they joined. My wife joined this like mod Discord, and like every time I'd have a bad day streaming, they would talk to her while she's at work. So now she's got to be at work dealing with drama from my stream while doing this at the same time. That drama you guys are trying to make is non-drama. If Joe Man and Crown don't want to be mods, they don't got to be mods. I can find other people to ban people. I ain't got no hard feelings with them. I forced them out? I didn't force them out. I mean, what have I lied about?
He would later react to Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger's video, defending himself with the same arguments as shown earlier. PKA would also respond to Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger's video, criticizing Kelly for not being a supportive wife.
I don't have a TikTok, but it's still, like, I didn't have a TikTok and the cops still came to my house earlier about them threatening to kidnap somebody's kids or something.
In August 2021, a troll created a TikTok account that impersonated Jordie and would harass female users with sexual and pedophilic comments. TikTok users would begin to expose the account to their audiences, unaware it had no relation to Jordie.
A lot of children access this app. I'm gonna show y'all a few comments a pedophile left me, and I'm gonna leave his account for you guys as well. What that say? Ha ha ha, you mad? Coming for that kid, coming for that kid. I don't play about my children. This is his profile. So if you guys can, please go report him. Go blow his stuff up. This man is kidnapping children.
The situation got so widespread that police arrived at Jordie's residence in an attempt to arrest and interrogate him.
Dog, I've had the cops called to my house 4 times in the last 2 months. I've had 2 for fucking Bongo, I've had this one, and I've had another one for fucking like Craigslist shit. What's a fucking lawyer gonna do? You act like I've never talked to a lawyer before. They don't do shit. I'm not being toxic, I'm fed up, dude. Like 2 hours ago, I had a guy telling me I was a fucking liar because he seen me on video talking bad about these people when it was really a fucking troll pretending to be me. And he couldn't understand the fact that just because they have my picture and my information doesn't mean it's me. Running my name through the fucking mud, calling me a pedophile, calling me a racist. I'm none of these things. You don't see how this is fucking bullying me? Matter of fact, I'm never gonna even put that out there. The answer is no to both.
During a live stream in September 2021, Jordie would ask his chat about what he has done to make people think that he is a pedophile, leading him to reaffirm a controversial statement.
I flirted with a couple 17-year-old girls in a fucking rainbow lobby because they were being flirtatious. Both girls, by the way, are legal consenting age in the United States of America. Both of them. I made a point that the new generation of females are whores, and that you have to be naive to think that young girls aren't already having sex. I did say the age of consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because growing up in high school, I knew girls that were like 12, 13, 14, fucking on the regular. It has nothing to do with me being a pedophile.
This has become an infamous quote from Jordie, sparking new allegations towards him being a pedophile, which he, of course, vehemently denies. It also caused more onlookers outside of Jordie's community to learn about him and dig up more egregious statements Jordie made in the past relating to the topic at hand.
Child pornography is such a loosely based thing. But even 16 at 45, I'd let that slide because a 16-year-old can make her own damn decisions. I'd cut child pornography off around 12.
Evan, Jersey, North Carolina.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Where would you cut child pornography off on?
No,
These last 2 layers have a good amount of entries that are made up, so before each of them starts, I'm going to briefly explain these fake entries first. I couldn't find any evidence about Jordie being a Jehovah's Witness. I'm guessing this one talks about all the banquet meals and Wendy's chili and the Pepsi Jordie eats. This makes no sense. So this is some sort of conspiracy theory about how Jordie's entire existence online is just a character, similar to how Nick Ricardo Avocado has been suspected of being an actor. Other than that, I couldn't find any concrete evidence that Jordie is in fact a method actor.
Come the fuck on, man. Real talk.
Real talk is another wingism that Jordie would exclaim at the end of an exasperation.
Real talk, like I'm a ban angry tracker, dude. Like real talk, Mod, you got to do a better job. I tried not to, but the fact is, people hit me up for 2 fucking hours, dude. Real talk. Then I got. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, bringing you some gameplay here.
On an early Call of Duty commentary video, Jordie would get on the topic of racism and begins to explain how racists don't bother him.
I want to talk about racism. And I want to talk about why racists do not bother me. Ooh, that's a big term. Why racism doesn't bother you? Well,
to basically summarize his video, he says that he respects racists that are more upfront about their behavior than those who try to hide it.
Drive V8 Mustangs. What are you doing?
Throughout his internet career, Jordie has either showcased or recounted stories involving killing or abusing animals accidentally and purposefully. This has allowed troll channels to compile these clips and upload them on YouTube to drive a narrative that Jordie abuses animals.
You guys ever put a dog to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah? How did you choose the time?
Rifle.
Yeah, well, you know, we take them to the vet, and then they, what they
that
did for the last
shit.
dog.
You're gonna pay $70 for a $2 bullet.
That'll be okay.
I guess I'm more frugal than Kyle. I just cannot fathom paying $70 for somebody else to kill a dog.
I wonder if you think about the dog in the same way that I do.
I just had the most expensive trip to Waffle House ever. I went to Waffle House, and on the way back I hit a deer with my truck. I spun his ass around. He was dead instantly. I think his lights just went out. Honestly. Was it scary? Nah, I was more pissed off than anything. Because now my truck has an accident on it.
On January 3rd, 2013, Keith Ratliff, a member of the FPS Russia production team, was found dead in his home in Carnesville, Georgia. Ratliff was responsible for obtaining all the firearms used in the FPS Russia videos. As of writing, there hasn't been any updates since Ratliff's death, causing the case to become the subject of many conspiracy theories. Some of these theories include an illegal gun deal gone wrong, anti-gun groups being responsible, and the US government being involved. Of course, none of these theories are correct. Jordie does not have a connection to Ratliff's death, and I suspect the only reason why it's included in this iceberg is because Jordie knew FPSKyle, who hosted FPS Russia. I couldn't find any evidence of a collaboration between Angry Grandpa and Jordie. I guess this sort of stems from the fact that both Angry Grandpa and Jordie resided in South Carolina. This is entirely false. I guess this is some sort of anti-real talk. I'm not really sure what fake talk could mean. Maybe he says something true and then he says fake talk at the end or something. I don't know. Bernie isn't a real person. I'm not entirely sure what this entry could be talking about. I couldn't find any evidence of Jordie getting COVID or there being some sort of computer virus that's inspired by Wings. Let me know in the comments if you know what this entry is talking about. Maybe Jordie does see some hallucinations on stream. He could be just talking to nobody at all. But there isn't any concrete evidence on this statement and all we could do is just speculate.
Money to deal with my health problems. I'm a continual failure on losing weight, and my YouTube channel went from...
In the video, From Bold to Trolled, Wings of Redemption's story, June the King would go over Jordie's childhood and would retell a story of how Jordie injured his head as a child.
In 1992, Jordie would experience his first serious injury. While playing baseball with his younger brother, the bat slipped out of his brother's hand, hit Jordie's head, and cracked his skull. He would then be rushed to the hospital where they would perform surgery in order to reduce brain swelling. He would later make a full recovery, though it is unclear if this injury impaired his cognitive abilities. Regardless, he will remain inactive.
Now, El Prestador is saying to Wings that he's turning you in
to the FBI wings for a threat on his family. What are your thoughts on that?
In September 2012, Jordie got into an argument on social media with El Presador, another Call of Duty channel and creator of Gunga Ginga. In the deleted tweet, Jordie stated, quote, "I've got a load of guns, El Presador, and if I decide to kill myself, I'm taking you with me," end quote. This led to a live stream hosted by Keemstar where he would call Jordie and other Call of Duty commentators to defuse the entire situation. The stream first begins with White Boy 7th Street criticizing Jordie for using the threat of suicide to get attention online.
I care about wings, I like wings, and I'm sure all the viewers do as well. I can relate to them. I have a personal relationship with them. You know, I can feel them, I can understand them. And that's why I got away with so much stuff. But faking it, crying wolf, I lost it. I lost it for him. No longer will I have any sympathy for him, any problems he goes through, because I don't know personally if he's faking that for views now, right, or if it's a stunt because his monthly quota is low. I can't trust him anymore.
Soon after, the ranker would join the call to provide his opinion.
You know, I see how a lot of hard people work making 10, 12 bucks an hour, and, you know, they raise families on that. This dude's making, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars a month complaining about healthcare, where these guys are making $300, $400 a week and got to pay $120 out of that a week for their damn healthcare.
Right.
It's a pathetic argument.
Okay.
Jordie would soon join the call and demand that he talk to White Boy 7th Street, Deranker, and El Presador. He would begin talking by insulting Deranker's employment.
I told you what it is. You're a production supervisor. You walk around with your hands in your pockets. You probably turned a wrench in 8 years, and you want to sit there and talk about gall of working hard. So you have a fucking cake job. Your job is fucking cake. What you do is you hold your hands in your pocket. You wait till the fucking safety meeting in the morning so you can suck up to some fucking big wig's dick. Then you go home and you drink your fucking Miller Lite, what it sounds like you're doing. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't think I've ever worked? You ever rebuilt a melt furnace? I bet you fucking have it. You ever jackhammered out a fucking furnace after it's froze off? I bet you fucking haven't.
No, actually, I'm on my phone. I'm actually at work because I have a job. Anyway.
Actually at work because you have a job. You know what? I did your fucking job for 5 years. And you know what? I make more money now than I did at that job.
Woody would then intervene in an attempt to de-escalate the situation and explain why Wings would make such a threat.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Alright, so when I was watching the Twitter feed unfold, like this is how it played in my own head. I saw, you know, you upset, and I know you, right? You're a guy who thinks a little bit short term. You know, when cash comes in the bank, you feel wealthy. When the bills roll in, you feel broke. When the views are high, you feel, you know, if you have a good day view-wise, you feel like things are awesome. If you have a single bad day view-wise, you worry that the world is crashing. So I watched you on YouTube and I thought, you know what? He's not joking or putting on a suicide hoax. He's just a guy who has extreme feelings and expresses, like, there's no sort of long-term, you know, like moderation filter on there. If I get 700,000 views today and 30,000 views tomorrow, I feel like I got 730,000 views over 2 days. You feel like, oh my gosh, my channel crashed today. You know, the world is ending. And so when I watched your Twitter thing and saw White Boy respond to it, I felt like White Boy was off target because he's like, oh my gosh, this guy faked a hoax. I saw it. I felt like you claimed it was a hoax as a way to change the topic and end the beef. Am I on target?
However, Woody's attempts were in vain once Jordie and White Boy began arguing with each other.
You're a cancer on this fucking community.
Cancer, dude? Come on. You can't. You even said it yourself that I get maybe 1,000 views. He's calling me a view whore when he said himself I'd get like 1,000 views. But you're a fucking dumbass, dude. I don't do that shit for views. If I did that shit for views, I would do it on my fucking YouTube channel. Why don't you take your one-eyed ass and learn fucking something? Quit smoking pot. Quit being a fucking high school dropout.
Suicide. Do you not understand the gravity of the situation? You fake the suicide for views. You're fucking raw instinct. You're fucking G-Unit, Wings. This is what you are. This is what you brought. You brought this on yourself because...
Once Jordie returned to the stream, the topic changed to Jordie's negative feelings towards his life and career.
Versus the world tonight.
Oh, it's always me versus the world, dude. It's been like that for the last 3 years of my career. I'm pretty.
The world then.
I'm pretty much, Scarface to the YouTube community. I'm the bad guy. I'm the camper. I'm everything that personifies everything bad.
Say that way. You were the Scarface of the YouTube community.
That dude, if that was me, I would immediately make that my YouTube channel's tagline. Like,
it's just a lot of things that it all amount of. Is YouTube, the views messing up? I mean, I didn't expect this month to be really great view-wise to begin with, mainly because I plan on taking that week off and whatnot. And then on top of all of that, like even the days, more shit came up, and it like lately, it just seemed like been problem after problem after problem, and I'm the only person to be able to solve it.
About 1 hour later, El Presidor would join the stream by calling Keem's cell phone. This makes it a little difficult to fully understand what he's saying, but it's clear that he's upset and willing to call the FBI.
Yeah, but you're too lazy, and I also know that.
Soon the two reconcile and agree to end the argument.
So, Wings, El Presidor, this is a breakthrough moment. El Presidor said, let's sweep it under the rug. What do you think, Wings?
That seems like a good idea to me. It seems like a lot of headaches avoided.
Bam.
There you go. Bad Kid Show.
Bam. And give me a free tag me video. Man, I love that. That's all.
Damn, that was a pretty heavy video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, maybe a comment, also subscribe and hit the notification icon if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.